Hi everyone, Sandra Duran Wilson here, and welcome to this week's Mixed Media Soul Sparks. Every week I bring you new ideas, or hopefully new ideas, or maybe a new perspective of ways to work with some products or projects. And one of my favorite things to do is collage. And I was talking with someone a while back and they wanted to know about collage composition and how to fill the space. And I was talking about the empty space, the negative space, as just as important as the positive space. In fact, sometimes I think even more important. So if you're doing a collage and your idea is to work with everything on the space, that's going to have a different feeling than if you're working with the negative spaces. And that's what I want to talk about today. And what I've got is just leftover pieces, even weird cuts. And I kind of want to work with that. So here, I'm going to hold this up so you can see the size of this paper. I'll move this out of the way. And I'm not going to go over all the adhesion and things like that because we've done all of that. I just want to move things around and kind of show you of what I mean by this negative space. So if I take this piece and I bring it over here, that's a different feeling than I've got it here. If I bring this underneath, and perhaps this is going to come over to there, and this is going to be here. And then what if I bring some paint in? Let's just see if I can, and I can even do it under here. You could work with inks, you could work with pencils. And this is really what I mean about bringing this movement, this really like loose feeling of bringing the paint and the collage together. Let me just bring in some other color here. Then I could also come in with, I love these pencils. These are graphite pencils, and they really work on just about anything. Bringing that drawn line in. So not having the structure of everything being within a square or rectangle. Overlapping. This is a very important part of composition, is you want to overlap your pieces and maybe even break up these edges. So if I break up this edge, bring that over, bring a little paint into there. Oops. That's going to break up that edge, overlap that, and that gives me a composition element. So when you're building your composition, you've got all of these different pieces, but when you start to overlap things, they become elements. Like if that edge comes up over here, it has a different feeling than if it's way down there. So these are going to be the things you look at. Let me show you another simpler one. And this is a little bit more regimented. So I'm working with these blocks. Pretty simple palette. Again, these are just pieces that I have left over. This is actually a fabric and a found paper. So let's take a look at how this can read differently depending on where I place this transparent piece of fabric. And if I'm working with these kind of edges to where now I have almost a step effect, then I bring in maybe something down here, but I have a space in between it. So this is kind of what I mean about working with this negative space. But let's see if I start to group this a little tighter. If I group this a little tighter, this reads as one element. Then I've got these two separate ones, but maybe I need to link them. So if I need to link them, perhaps I bring that there, bring this down a little bit, and maybe another vertical element to combine it. Now if I bring this up, underline that, and then bring this down, that has another feeling of the tiers, meaning the layers, here we go. So I'm breaking out of that rectangular space. And then I could still add something down there. So now I've got these elements. I'm utilizing this negative space. And I can come back in with even charcoal perhaps behind this and add this loose aspect to the composition. So one more, a little one. I just love to get these little leftover pieces. And sometimes you just kind of throw something on there and it starts to work together. This is working with some strong graphics. So I've got some blacks and whites. I'm going to put some over here. Another dark element there. So see what happens when I have the black and the white next to each other? Boom, that's where your eye goes, because that's the strongest point, the highest difference, and that's where the eye is naturally going to go to. I can add something under this using this beautiful edge of that paper and just build these things up. Here's another piece. So this I'm working more within the constraints of the paper, but if I wanted to break it apart and add something different, using the negative space, that gives it a different feeling. So the overlapping, the breaking apart is going to give your composition very different feelings. Even if you're working, let's say, in just a black and white, this is a great way to practice your composition skills, because you're just seeing what is there. You're not seeing all the colors. You're seeing the spaces, the positive and the negative spaces. So here, that's like a ladder, almost, these positive and negative spaces. But if I start to tear these and break them up and create a different kind of feeling, I keep talking about feelings with collage composition. When I do composition in collage, it's like I can feel it in here when it feels right. If there's something just a little off, like that's a little off, I can bring it over here, and I work with it until it just feels right in my gut. Very different feeling if I came in with this and color than with black and white. So I want you to try these little vignettes, and here's a great way to do it. I have a lot of books that I use pages out of, and here you can see I've torn a lot of these pages out of this very old math book. And a great way to practice these is do a little daily collage. So I have all of these leftover papers, believe me, tons of them. You want some? Let me know. And what I'll do is I'll just take a little handful of them, and I want to create these little mini compositions. It's like, does this overlap that? That overlaps that. This is a different feel. And I'll just use a glue stick and just glue these in. And these are like studies. So perhaps I'll come back in then with my paints, with pens. I can add lots of different color. I can add, let's try it. And if you don't like that, you can come back in here, paint it out, create some nice background. This is what I want you to do, is make these little compositions and use some paint, use some pins, use your glue sticks, and see what you come up with. See, I just love playing with these things. I keep doing it, and it's like, oh, I kind of like that one. Or maybe this way. So you get the meaning. So find some little books, find some small pieces of paper like this. You can even just, work with a stack of these and make your little compositions. Use the negative space. Come back in here where you're using these edges and you're drawing and you're using a little bit of paint here to move beyond the surface of the composition. And you'll find you can use up all these little leftover pieces that we have from all these other things we've done, and you're going to have some beautiful little work. And if you find something you really like, well, then take it and make it larger. And that's another challenge of like, how can I take this and make it larger and make it work? All right, have fun. Until next week, keep creating. Join the Creative Awakening Community on Facebook, where you'll be able to post your art, connect with other creatives around the world, and ask questions. Use the hashtag #MixedMediaSoulSparks when posting your work on social media. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next week.